How much time does your family spend in front of a screen? Maybe that's endlessly scrolling social media or hypertexting friends and family and coworkers. Maybe it's being on a tablet watching endless amounts of YouTube videos. Maybe it's sitting on the couch watching episode after episode after episode on Netflix, Hulu, Disney, whatever streaming platform you're signed up for. Or maybe it's just being locked in and honed in on video game platforms for hours on end. You see, technology needs rules, boundaries, and expectations if we want our families to thrive. And that's what we are strategizing today. Welcome back to Wisdom in the Wires. I'm Dr. Daniel Passini, and I'm here to help guide digital pilgrims to human flourishing. And today we are strategizing ways that we can reduce our indoor screen time. Rules, boundaries, and expectations ensure that we own our technology and that it doesn't own us. But it's not just about removing the screen time. It's not just about reducing it and taking it out, but filling that void with engaging alternatives. First, designate screen-free areas in your home. Make places like bedrooms, bathrooms, and the dining table screen-free or tech-free, right? Reclaim the table and make dinner tech-free and conversation-based. Use open-ended and interesting questions to spur interaction. Use a quote and ask for your family's thoughts on what that person said. Create hypothetical scenarios for your family to work through and ask their opinion on it. See, phones in isolation in kids' bedrooms can wreak havoc on their life, their sleep, their social life. There's just a lot of temptation on these little nuclear reactors that we hold in our pockets, right? For parents, it eats into that adult conversation time that we have that, depending on your season of life, you may not get very much of. And let's be honest, do we really need to take our phone with us to the bathroom every time we go? Do we really need to scroll while we pee or while we go to the bathroom? And listen, I get it. I'm just as guilty. I've graduated from reading the back of the bottles and wrappers that are in the bathroom to scrolling. I think too many of us do that. So create those tech-free areas like bedrooms, bathrooms, and the dining table. Number two, create screen curfews. As part of the 221 protocol, I'll put a link to that video up here. Avoid using devices for at least 2 hours before bedtime. One, this helps improve your sleep quality, but also you're spend that time reading fiction. Read a material that is not going to spur on more thinking. So fiction is a great way to spend that reading fiction is a great way to spend that time. Have conversations with other family members or with friends. Meditate, stretch, relax your body, and prepare yourself for sleep. Do something besides staring at a screen. Number three, schedule no screen periods for yourself and for your family. Just like our bodies need rest at the end of the day, and what some religions actually refer to as a Sabbath, right? That so does your mind and your spirit. It needs a break from this incessant hyperstimulation and overflow of information and stimulation to your brain and your nervous system. Again, as part of the 221 protocol, set one day a week aside where you're not on a screen. And an even greater challenge is to find 1 week out of the year to use minimal to no screens as possible for yourself and for your family. Take time to disconnect from everything. Have a digital Sabbath, 1 day a week and 1 week a year. Number four, lead by example. Listen, this isn't one to shame anybody, but to challenge us as parents to lead by example, because listen, I'm just as guilty too. My kid sees me on my phone all the time. I've had my phone smacked out of my hand. I've had children act up because they see me on my phone too much at times. And parents, this is on us to model healthy tech behaviors, healthy screen habits for our kids and for our families. Do you remember that old saying, actions speak louder than words? Right? Our kids' mirror neurons are constantly picking up on what we are doing, and they are going to replicate what they see us doing. And so, if they see us on our phones constantly, if they see us on a tablet constantly, or constantly having to be stimulated and entertained by some sort of technological device, they are going to normalize that in their own life. And so parents that model healthy screen time habits and healthy tech use are more likely to have children that do the same as well. You see, it's not just about removing the screen or removing the screen time, and dare I say, the addiction that we have to our screens, but we must replace it with a more beneficial alternative. And, and so here are some strategic alternatives that you can use to implement as a family. One, find family hobbies that you can do together. Introduce hobbies that are screen free, like board games, puzzles, hiking, camping, gardening, learning instruments together, or doing creative projects together. But find family hobbies that you can do together that are screen free. Find outdoor activities that you can do together. Right? There was a study done by the CDC that Americans spend 93% of their life indoors. 93% of your life indoors. Time outside is beneficial for both your physical, your mental, and your emotional health. Next, find physical activities that you can do individually or together, however you want to do that for your family. Find physical activities that you can do together. Our bodies are designed to move and to bend and to be used. They're not meant to sit and leave a butt imprint on our couch and on our recliners, right? Replace screen-based activities and screen-based entertainment with more active pursuits such as walking, hiking, yoga, playing sports, exercising as a family, doing things that move your body. But it's not just about setting up rules and boundaries for your family on their technology use and on your own technology use, but it's about leveraging it to your advantage. And so leverage technology consciously for your family's flourishing. Go into your settings and disable all unnecessary notifications. Those little badges are red for a reason, right? And in this attention economy, your eyeballs are paying the bills for those platforms. Turning off notifications reduces the temptation to constantly check apps on your phone. Unsubscribe from different streaming platforms. Reduce the number of options that you have to watch endless amounts of streaming television. Use the built-in tools that your device has embedded into its software now. Most devices have some sort of screen time awareness tracker to let you know how many minutes you've been on your phone or hours that you've been on your phone each day. And it's not just about using the screen time tracker, but holding yourself accountable to the limits that you set for specific apps on that phone or on that tablet or on that device. And so hold yourself accountable. Don't just hit ignore for today, ignore for 15 minutes. When it gives you that warning, when it's done, turn it off, be away from it, walk away from it. Utilize those built-in tools to your advantage. Next, use the 20-20-20 rule. So every 20 minutes that you're staring at a screen, take a 20-second break and stare off at something 20 feet away, whether that's out a window, across the room, across your house, whatever that looks like. Find something 20 feet away and stare at it for 20 seconds every 20 minutes to help reduce eye strain and to help your vision acclimate back to different distances. I leave you with this one last strategy that many successful families utilize when it comes to reducing indoor screen time. And that is, make it irrelevant. Make whatever is on that screen, whether it's your phone, your tablet, or your TV, or your computer, make whatever is on there that is so entertaining, make it irrelevant. Make life outside of the screen more entertaining, more adventurous, more learning, more beneficial for your family. Make it so that whatever is on that screen is irrelevant. Hey, if you enjoyed this video today and you want to continue finding ways to journey towards human flourishing in a digital age, I encourage you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a single episode of Wisdom in the Wires. And hey, while you're here, share a thought in the comments below. Which of these strategies to reduce your indoor screen time do you think is your favorite? Let me know below and let's have a conversation about that. Thanks for joining me on Wisdom in the Wires. I'll see you next time, friends.